Welcome to another episode of Atomic Pumpkin. I'm Keenan.
I'm Gianna.
We hope everybody is having a great October and Halloween decorations, and we are doing our yard up, and I am kind of dreading building the house, Michael Myers' house again, but at the same time, I've committed and I have to do it. So this episode, I didn't get to do anything. I got to chill this weekend.
Yeah.
It's all Gianna. It's her redemption video for her.
Oh my gosh.
her paper mache mask. And, I think the big problem was the bandages. We were like, oh, wow, pack of, how many was it?
20 for only $12.
20 bandages, rolls of bandages for $20. And I was like, really?
$12.
And when you get it and you open it, and it's all flaky and, it's just
crumbly.
It's a bad batch, cheap. What do you call that?
They shipped it in a bag, like the bag it comes in, and it's like it should be packed nicely in a box like the good bandages I got.
So I think that was a big factor in our first attempt of how we were doing it with the bandages and the paper towels. But hers turned out great, and you could have continued the first time, but I know you're adamant about
it. Was falling apart.
Like, I know.
I couldn't paint something flimsy. So anyway,
way better than mine. So
I don't think so. But anyway, enjoy this episode. Oh, he's so handsome. He's so handsome. Grab some coffee and hang out with me. Yes, I'm in bed with cats sculpting because Keenan didn't have to do nada this weekend, but he did work on our yard with lighting for Halloween. So I'm just showing you my process here. I'm actually using my life cast to make this mask. I know everybody doesn't have one of these, but like our last video, I'll put a link in the description where you can get a half ed from Monster Makers.
And that clay, you're using the same clay I used last time.
Yeah, which I prefer over Siobhan.
Really?
Yeah, I do. It's softer than Siobhan in a weird way. And it doesn't leave a sticky, smelly film like Siobhan. What is it, just wax?
I don't know. It's a weird new invention.
Yeah.
But you can use any clay really for getting a form to make a mask for paper mache.
Right.
Any clay probably at Michael's or any craft store.
Right, if you don't want to use this. We probably shouldn't have used this kind to do this.
It's fine.
Well, it got contaminated with plaster.
Yeah.
All right.
Just dust it off.
All right. I'm reading too into it. So I am going by the Wicked Witch of the West. You can see my reference photo. I have a profile shot and then, the regular frontal shot. And I decided to not do any kind of smoothing at all. I just was like, okay, what I learned from our mistakes last weekend, I'm going to build everything bigger and lumpier so it shows through the plaster.
Yeah, I feel like my sculpture was better than my end result.
Right, yeah. Yeah, because we were being too, what's the word?
We weren't really mindset for paper mache. We were mindset for sculpting
Right.
an actual
Yeah,
face.
definitely.
Or I was anyway.
Yeah. Sipping on coffee.
And you have your reference pictures.
Mm-hmm. And Miyagi. See, I just love being surrounded by cats doing art.
I prefer the table.
Well, I don't want to be alone in there. And in here, I'm watching TV, hanging with cats, sculpting.
Come on, Jordu, get in the line. So you basically just did the same thing, the witch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did the witch again.
Yeah.
And just making everything more protruding since I saw how yours turned out. I was like, I'm gonna exaggerate everything. Make it look crazy. I don't think I'm gonna wear it for Halloween though.
You don't want to stand there for 4 or 5 hours in a paper mache mask?
I mean, it's nice because it doesn't get hot like a latex mask.
Yeah.
And if people are allergic to latex, like this is a great option. Maybe I just need to loosen the elastic because it was like
too tight.
yeah, I think.
Well, you added padding.
Yeah.
She added these sticky back paddings on the inside of it too.
Yeah, which I'll show that at the end. It's like to put
in like helmets and stuff, right?
It's the foam that you put around the air conditioner.
Oh,
that's what I put inside. Yeah.
But they make padding, like
for
helmet padding. Yeah.
Yeah, Kevlar padding.
Has like 3M sticky side on it or something.
Right. But yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if I want to be virtuous now. Oh my god.
What was that?
I keep changing my mind on what I want to be.
You should just be Michael Myers.
No, you're being Michael Myers. What do you mean, like his wife?
I'm just saying. I'm making a joke.
Uh-oh.
I don't even think about it every year. I already know I don't have to deal with what am I going to be.
I just want to be something cool before I get old and saggy, where I can still maybe show my face a little bit. I'm not saying you look old. I'm just saying you don't. Shine before I have to hide it.
Yeah. I don't know. I might change it up. Maybe Texas Chainsaw Massacre or Jason, Freddy.
Or I could be 2 different characters Halloween night. Just to feel like I'm getting the full...
A woman with mood swings.
Hey, that's only one time a month.
I'm nice. I'm a werewolf. I'm nice. I'm a werewolf.
Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah. Where's my damn coffee?
Where's my batch accelerant? It's a glitch.
Oh.
Anybody who's a YouTuber, if you can recommend a good editing tool, because this CapCut ain't cutting it. It's very glitchy.
Yeah.
All right, finally, the boring part is over.
It's not that boring.
I know. I like to show people the process. So I'm Vaselining the stone because plaster bandages will like to stick to stone. So anywhere a stone is exposed, I'm Vaselining it. And you can see the Gypsona bandages. This time around, I also doubled the plaster bandages. Instead of doing a one sheet, I did two together. What?
Nothing.
This is the way I talk?
No.
No, I'm good. So, and also to activate it, I used warm water.
Yeah, the bandages were way stronger.
Yes, and they weren't crumbly. You can see as I'm cutting, there's hardly any dust.
Mm-hmm.
It's fantastic. Definitely better made.
And you did 2 layers?
Yeah, I doubled them up. Because I forgot we did that in school when we were doing life casts. We were doing double.
There.
We used 2 rolls and then doubled it. But I only needed 1 roll. I probably could have done another layer. If I could go back again and do this over, I would do a 2nd layer of plaster bandages. Because I had a few thin spots and, I didn't know. So we just, squish it into the crevices and...
Yeah, that's very important because if you don't get in there, you lose your detail.
Right.
And there's a million. I've seen like there's several different ways to even do a paper mache mask. Like one of like the chicken wire thing, I guess. People do that.
I don't know. Possible.
There's
If
another way.
it's like a really big piece. Yeah.
But I wouldn't want to bend all the wire and all that.
I'd probably get all cut up and poked and mad. Don't poke the bear. The chicken.
I mean, if you wanted, you probably could just use like a foam head from Sally's or something, right? And just...
Those heads are really small.
I'm just trying to think of like other options.
Or just
use.
get like a cheapy mask from the dollar store and do paper mache on that and it'll pop right off. I tried doing, a little extra around the edges. So when I went to pull it off, it would have some stability, but you'll see me trying to pry this thing off. It was kind of hard. It took a minute.
So what do you think you're going to be now for Halloween?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Just be yourself. It's fun.
Oh my.
Oh my.
So that is the aftermath. Just getting a good shot. Didn't have to really smooth it out. So, and I didn't do any paper towels over top.
Oh, you did?
I did not. I was trying to kind of get under there and slowly lift and pry at it. Take a break, go back. So, and it crumbled a little. So I was like, oh no. So I went over with wood glue and that's all I put over top of this thing. I did 2 layers of wood glue.
Obsession with wood glue.
Well, I love wood glue because it's self-leveling and I don't know.
Security.
It's not security, it's just
Smooths out the surface.
yeah, like if it was like it was a little too
Rough.
yeah, it was looking too rough and I gave her a facelift with some wood glue. But I still like the texture.
Yeah. Well, there you go. You don't have to even do paper towels, I guess.
Exactly. I was like, I like the way these bandages looked because there's so much more plaster in it.
Mm.
I did let this sit in the sun outside, but it just wasn't getting the air that it needed, so I pried it off. And then the other side finally cured, and it got even harder. So it worked out perfectly. And the wood glue kind of helped it not fall apart. Now, if you do this and it is crumbly, you can just mix up some plaster of Paris and do a little patchwork. I did that in a couple spots. If you do wood glue, don't use a drill. It pulls the wood glue right off the plaster.
Oh,
But it's fine. I mean, I
Amazing.
went back over with wood glue again. But I'm cutting out the nose holes, the mouth, and the eyes. And then I painted these areas with wood glue again, so it would stop future crumblage.
crumblage?
Yeah,
Is that a word?
I think so.
I'm gonna look it up.
Let us know in comments if
No, I'm gonna look it
crumblage
up
is a
right now.
word.
I'm gonna look it up. I'm making up words over here.
He's really Googling it.
I'm pretty
Crumblage.
sure that's not a word.
E-L-A-G-E. Crumblage.
Definitely not a word.
It's not.
Well, if it is, I can't find it.
Crumblage.
There you go.
Well, I made up one.
Yeah, makes sense.
Right.
Crumblage.
Prevent future crumblage. So these are the Arteza paints. And I made this fast forward way faster than the other stuff. Because, I mean, it's like watching paint dry.
Yeah.
I know. But we're all hanging out together.
You get this video at half an hour.
That's all right. It's a good episode.
Wow.
A normal length of a TV episode is about 30 minutes. I wanted to capture everything we missed with your mask. So I pulled up the Wicked Witch of the West colors, and you're gonna notice I'm filling in the deep crevice areas. I'm creating contouring that's not there with the sculpture. I'm basically doing like a black wash. I dip a paper towel in the water, scrape away some of the black. Currently, I'm just doing her eyebrows, but you'll see. Doing her iris black.
Should have just did a black wash over it.
I know I should have, but I feel like it doesn't have enough details to do that, and it would catch the details I don't want caught, like bandage lines.
Mm.
So the way I do it is to confuse the eye and draw you away from the bandage lines. Genius! It's just
Wow.
an illusion. It's just an illusion with painting. I highlighted her wart. I do like how it ended up looking like a creepy 1900s. It's like that era of mask, right?
Yeah, I mean, back then they had to make their own masks.
I know, and they did
costumes and stuff.
And they are disturbing.
Yeah, that would be a good Halloween costume.
Yeah.
Just a retro.
Honestly, this is like
spooky kid.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I will wear this mask and be the Wicked Witch of the West. You all let me know. Retro. I even painted her hair on.
I don't know if that even counts as retro. That's like beyond retro, isn't it? It's like 20s and 30s. It's, I don't know.
Well, what's before?
It's antique. I don't know. I don't know.
Doesn't retro mean like, does it pertain to that era?
What?
Can be any era, right?
Oh yeah, but I never hear that with
retro 1900s. I don't know. So I'm painting on wrinkles that aren't there.
Yeah, it's just fashion from the past or whatever.
Right.
Styles and fashion from the past.
I wasn't wrong then. Thank you. Mr. Google Translate over here.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like a devil, not the Wicked Witch. A green devil.
Well, I mean, you could just paint it red if you wanted.
Mm-mm. I think I've had my fill with plaster bandages.
Could be a goblin.
Oh yeah, it could be a goblin.
Goblin.
Creepy goblin. Okay. I did wood glue all the edges and I trimmed them as well to prevent, what's the word? Future crumblage.
Crumblage.
It's a good word.
Maybe it is a word. I didn't see it.
Maybe we spelled it wrong. Here I am painting white, obviously. Around the waterline, I paint bright red, very thin. And then I did black eyeliner around the red waterline to try and make them look bulgy like in the movie. And the next part will be, I am using matte makeup powder to try and get rid of that shininess. Probably should have used matte spray paint, but I didn't want the smell of that, so I just used matte makeup powder. I was seeing if it was zoomed in.
Should have moved it closer.
Well, I did crop it. Thankfully, I figured out how to edit and crop. I'm pretty happy with this. It's pretty cool. It'd look cute on a little kid. It'd be creepy. I'm mixing some yellow and green to do some highlighting on the highest points of the skin, the nose. Make everything kind of pop a little bit more. Look a little more wicked. The orange wall makes it look like she has red eyes. All right, so now is the powder I was talking about. And then you can see the leather hole punchers. I'm gonna do it kind of an inch in right above the ear. That way it can't rip through the plaster. I'm just dusting all the powder off. Didn't really work. Maybe a little bit.
What kind of strap did you use? Was it just a...
I used 2mm elastic string, and I just tied it in knots.
Yeah.
And then I painted the string with black acrylic paint, just so it wasn't like an eyesore.
Yeah.
There I am, finding additional issues. There we go. All right, and now the the foam sticky padding for air conditioners that we had left over. I'm putting in the forehead. And it was longer than my face. I put some on the chin. I didn't even need it. I just really mainly need it on my forehead.
Yeah, you could find like weather stripping stuff.
Yeah.
At foam leather stripping stuff. Or
Yeah.
weather stripping at like Lowe's or Home Depot.
Yep. It's very sticky.
Mhm.
Worked very well. Thank you for being here on our channel. We hope that you have a wonderful week. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe.